Good morning, Scott School, on this terrific Tuesday, October 7th. Terrific had me paused for a minute because I was going to say torrential rain Tuesday because this morning it was raining quite a bit. Torrential might be a little bit extreme, but as you can see, it's pretty wet and sloppy outside. So, with that said, be mindful of checking the recess flag today. We're hopeful that the sky's clear. It looks like the forecast this afternoon does have sun in it. So hopefully it clears and dries up and we're outside and not on the blacktop. So nonetheless, keep your eyes on that flag to make sure that you know if we're inside or outside for recess and what the conditions of the playground are. So the other thing I want to share with you is we've talked all fall about dressing in layers. The time has come, my friends. The weather forecast starting today for the next couple of weeks looks to be pretty chilly. So today it's supposed to be somewhere in the 60s. And I think it's supposed to hover in the 60s from here on forward for at least a couple of weeks. Obviously, the weather can change, the forecast can change. We know that. But I am going to encourage you to please dress in layers and make sure that you do have a jacket or a sweatshirt or something because it likely is going to start to feel really like fall. Also, tomorrow we will be observing Walk to School Day. That is a national school. I'm going to call it a holiday. I don't know if it's quite a holiday, but it is something that nationally many schools recognize. And Walk to School Day just gives students an opportunity who might otherwise ride a bus or get dropped off or have other means of transportation to and from school to be able to enjoy the outdoor stroll to school. What this means for you, my friends, is our regular drop off routine will be different tomorrow. So, drop off for grown-ups, adults, will be over on the other side of the footbridge. So, that's Logan Street. There will be volunteers over there and adults to help kids know where to walk, and walkers will walk across the footbridge, which is that little creek, and then up on the sidewalk and wait until the bell rings and then enter the bus doors. That will be the first and only time, probably throughout the year, that drop offs will enter the bus doors before it's time to enter the building. So, that like normal. So, that is where drop offs will go. Walkers, you'll walk your normal routine like you normally do and head into the cafeteria just as you normally would do, right? Typical. And then our bused students will be dropped off to the north of Scott School, which means that direction. But again, there will be adults, volunteers, and school staff there waiting for you and showing you the pathway to walk to school. It really is a fun, very quick event, but it is something to know. And your grown-ups have received communication about this. It was in our school-wide newsletter a week ago. I also sent out communication to families yesterday with a map showing them exactly where the drop off locations are and what to expect. So please be responsible second and third graders. Remind your grown up if you are not a bus rider and you get dropped off, hey, tomorrow is walk to school day so that they're prepared and might leave a couple minutes early and are not surprised. We will also have our local heroes, which are our local law enforcement police officers, here to help us with this just because they want to be a part of it. It's fun. And they also want to keep a safe pathway, walking path for all of our students and the adults in the cars. And they just don't want confusion. So they're here to help us and just join in on the fun. So it'll be a fun, very quick morning, but I do want you to prepare for that. And our fab with vocab word of the week is maintain. Maintain is a verb and it means to keep going or continue. Our handy dandy illustration is it looks like we have, I'm going to guess, a teacher looking at a syllabus, which when you get older, you will know a syllabus is a course outline for a class that you take. And it looks like he's looking at that and he says, we will maintain this schedule all year. So for you in your classroom, you could look at the schedule for the day and know on ABCDE days what your schedule will be unless something special comes up. So maintain means to keep going or continue. Be fab with vocab, use maintain in conversations, in writing, find it in reading. Again, a very, very common word. You can find this pretty much anywhere you look. So I think that's it for now. Remember to be respectful, responsible, safe, and bucket filling always. That's the way to go. And please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a terrific Tuesday, friends.